Back to throw. Fields. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And this one incomplete. A 50-50 ball in the end, nearly intercepted. And now it's third down. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, Fields. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now it's Burrow. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Drew Sample, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. Burrow will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On 2nd and 15 now. Fields. It's caught outright by Graham. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd and 12, Fields. The connection made, it's Graham. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Justin Fields at quarterback gets the completion there. CD, what do you think the key is to stopping this talented former Buckeye?
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Rookie quarterbacks have to survive the initiation of the pressure of the NFL. Now, his athleticism can scare you a little bit because if he evades it, he can go a long way. But in the beginning, you want his eyes to go to the rush, not downfield. So bring those extra guys and see if he can handle it.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields.
His second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to loft it, deep right sideline. Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Now it's Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Darnell Mooney, the target there.
And now it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And this will be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Another shot for Chase. He's got it this time.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Mixon with a first down carry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now it's Burrow. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. T. Higgins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Cohen now to return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Escaping the pressure right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Here's Fields. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. That's taken on the 25. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
On 1st down, it's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Fields flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD.
Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Here's Cohen now to return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. To Montgomery to begin the drive.
Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Fields on 3rd down.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Off the option, here's Montgomery.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay, and early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things, that's what people are looking for.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10.
Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Again, Fields.
This is caught. And he's brought down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Fields.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Mixon will get it to start the second half. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
Here's Burrow.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Oh, they'll try a jet sweep here with Higgins.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Play action. It's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Akeem Hicks able to run him down for a loss of 18 yards, and it will be 4th down as well. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, it's a wobbler here. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Fields.
Flushed out right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Santos' kick is up and through, and the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Once again, they run with Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 31-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him now to this point. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20 and to the 40-yard line. That's where the return stops. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Burrow looking to pass. Being chased out left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Give him 32 on the play. Mixon on the toss right.
Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last year, up to make the play.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Here's Chase now on the jet sweep.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, But how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
An option handoff here to Mixon.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
103 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd and goal. Burrow dancing to his left. Touchdown, Bengals. That's caught.
Jamar Chase.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
So an important drive for them there. And they're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a 1-point game, and if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only 1 score, but you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Going deep for Montgomery. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A gain of 32 that time. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They run it again with Williams. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some option. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Damian Williams. His 1st touchdown of the new season.
And the Bears have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
To return it, Darius Phillips.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed.
Fights through and now a crease. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to...
I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
He's back to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
They snap it to Fields.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and it happened in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. fans. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Ready?
On first down, Mixon.
Oh, a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Cincinnati, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll fall to